Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Alexandru and today I'm gonna show you how I shot this video. So for the first sequence, when I'm approaching the bike, I used 3 Tubes Mark II 6C. 2 were used as practical lights and 1 was used to light up the bike from the side. And to be honest, this was really easy to make. We used also a little bit of haze to give the room a little bit of atmosphere because we wanted that dark and moody vibe. And other than that, it was like super easy because the tubes have magnets around the edges, so you can put them anywhere there is magnets. And since we were filming in a big hall, well, there were a lot of shelves that were made from metal, so we can put these lights pretty much anywhere. But I really like how we put them. It gives a really cinematic feel, and it seems that the lights are really there from the beginning. So right now we are working on a scene that I really wanted to include in this commercial, and for this one I wanted to create that effect where the light comes through the window just like a time-lapse but real time. So for that we're going to use a forklift and we're going to try to use it in a way that it's very creative. So basically we have here our Ford Sunlight 300 using V-mount batteries, which is really good because we don't have to struggle with cables or anything like that. And because we're using a forklift, we are able to move the light very smoothly back and forth, but we are able to also lift it up and down. So by doing this, we're gonna have just like the sun does when it's on the sky, because the sun doesn't go like this, it goes like that. So I'm gonna demonstrate to you right now how it's looking, and it's gonna be pretty cool. I'm gonna power on the light and our friend Simon is gonna get the forklift going. On to the next scene, you can see here that we improvised a lot, and the main reason we did this is because we wanted to experiment how hard it is to fake movement. And we tried different solutions, but we kind of ended up doing this because we found out that was the best options for us. So what we did, we basically put a motor here and set up a haze machine that was pushing wind towards the bike, and it kind of gave us a little bit of the movement as the bike is moving forward. And the next thing was to put a light overhead that will mimic the way that the light goes, and we kind of made it in a way that it's 360. And because we're using V-mount batteries here, you can see that this one can go 360 really easy without having any issues. So this is really smart, and while it goes, it kind of gives you the impression that the bike is moving forward. And the last thing that we did is to set up a non-light mix panel here that it's set on pulse, and because of that it kind of mimics the way that incoming traffic is coming by. But we're not gonna have traffic or anything in the commercial, but it kind of gives you and sells you the fact that we are moving forward. In the scene where I do a lot of stunts with the bike, we wanted to have this backlight effect as the sun is coming through the windows. And to do that, we had a Forza 300 on the windows in midday, and that light was so powerful that we managed to recreate the sunlight with it. And I think this is really mind-blowing because the light was also on Zcam batteries, and it was really easy to use it without having to worry about cables and dragging power sources there and all that. So I'm really impressed on how powerful the light was at that point. And I think we kind of saw the effect that the light was heating through the window. And I did a little bit of color correction because the light source is daylight and I wanted to create a little bit of a sunset vibe. So a little bit of color correction and shifting the white balance of the camera, and we managed to do that. The scene where it's thunder, it was really easy to use the Forza 300 special effects modes because we put the Forza 300 in the special effects mode, and we already have thunder pre-programmed inside this lights menu, and we used a mix panel 150 to fill up the room with a little bit of blue to recreate a little bit of the night mood. And I think it really turned out nice, and I really love how this video turned out actually. As you've seen, we had an amazing lots of fun shooting this video, and obviously our lights, the Now lights, did an amazing job on this shoot. It's always surprising how good and reliable those lights are, and especially how powerful they are. When you pair it against the sun and against other factors, those lights really show their strength. And for me, this is really important because, as you know and as you've seen, production tend to be faster and more demanding, and for this you need really fast equipment to work with. And because those lights work on Zcam batteries and on LED, you're not required to have tons of cables, tons of power supplies and all that. You just need a few batteries and you're ready to go. And to conclude this video and to end it really right, I hope you enjoyed it, and I really hope you're gonna subscribe to my YouTube channel because I'm gonna post a lot more videos like this. And also leave me a comment on what kind of videos you want me to get you behind the scenes. And until next time, stay tuned, have some fun, and let's create. Peace.